Okay, so for 41 and 42, what we're talking about is a free response question um, given sampling plans, right? So administrators at a hospital are concerned about the possibility of drug abuse. They're going to check the extent of a problem by doing a random sample. Several plans for choosing the sample are proposed. Name the sampling strategy in each. When you have four classifications, okay, so the idea here is you have four classifications of employee, you are doing a stratified sample. So this is going to be stratified, stratified, okay. Um, each employee has a four-digit ID number, randomly choose 40. Okay, so each employee and randomly choose 40. That's going to be a simple random sample. Simple random sample. Everybody has the same probability of being chosen from the large pool. Okay. For C, at the start of each shift, choose every 10th person. That definitely sounds like a system, and so this is going to be systematic. Okay, and then randomly select a department and test all of the people who work there. And so we randomly select a cluster, right, a department, okay, and then you test all of the people. So if you're randomly selecting and you're testing everybody for census, that's going to be a cluster sample, okay. Now in 42, explain why the last plan suggested above, D, okay, might be biased. And so the idea is it might be biased due to differences in, let's say, stress, right? The ER may be more stressful, ICU may be more stressful, could be access, right? The pharmacy has more access to drugs, maybe ER has more access to drugs and stuff like that. And then it just may be cultural, cultural, right? I think we talked about this with the football teams, right? If the owner had a child that died of a drug overdose, the culture against drug use could be a lot lower. Whereas when Lance Armstrong was the lead cyclist for America, he put a lot of pressure. He created a culture of drug use to be competitive. And so all of these things might represent differences in over or under sampling. Okay? Now, I just really want you to state clearly that one of these things might be possible. It doesn't have to be. All right? It's just going to might be possible. And so that's all I'm really looking for. I know the answer key uses over or underrepresented, but you don't know whether it might be over or underrepresented. And so I think just stating a difference that might be there that seems reasonable is what I'm going to be looking for. All right? So that concludes free response sampling.